Alright guys, welcome to a good segment of a video, right? This is going to be about shoulder health. If I wouldn't recommend watching this video if you're not trying to take care of your shoulder or another injury on your body. This can apply to all parts of the body. It's going to be two main tips, right? Disclaimer, I'm not one of these guys that I'm just going to read something and give it to you, right? I'm only talking about this because I had firsthand experience with it. I'm going to share my story and some ideas that are going to help you. Two main things, right? They're going to help you fix any kind of pain you got, right? Specifically, I'm going to talk about the shoulder. But I believe this can apply to anything, right? Because I've used the same strategy against my knees in high school. So, where do we start? Okay. Just to give a little background, I play rugby. I messed up the shoulder on a hit. I get what you call a stinger, right? So my whole arm went numb. Like a good couple of minutes, the feeling came back. After the game, though, for the next couple of weeks, my shoulder wasn't so much pain. I kind of have a little bone that sticks out now. Something's still a little jacked up, but I couldn't bring my arm inside my body. I couldn't press. It was hard to do push-ups, and I couldn't even deadlift. I was like, you know what? I'll just do lower body. I couldn't even deadlift because the weight pulling on my arms, it just caused way too much pain in here. It felt like I was messing it up more. For this time period, I was literally only doing leg presses. So, there's two main things, right? A lot of people you'll see how to fix shoulder pain. They won't tell you what's wrong with your shoulder. They'll just say do face pulls, do rear delt extensions, right? But while these exercises are not bad, you need to think about what's going on, right? So my shoulder was crunched in. My shoulder was literally like this. It felt like all the time, right? Like everything was all bunched in. I could feel it. Like I couldn't open up to get deep into a press, right? Especially incline presses. So I just looked at some of the West Side stuff, and I was like, I need to get my shoulder more stable because I could feel it gliding in there not correctly, right? So I put bands on the bar to make the weights shake, and I would do sets of a minute, right? Really slow tempo. Bang, bang. Sometimes on the last set or the end of the reps, I'd feel some pain, but I'd be like, okay, like it was discomfort. It wasn't really bad pain. I would just stop there, right? I would take it to its limit and come back. Take it to its limit and come back. I would do something that doesn't hurt. I think Stan Efferding talks about this when he talks about knee pain and doing quad extensions. So I started doing that, right? It healed up my shoulder enough to where I could do the barbell bench press. Now, I still couldn't do dumbbells and I still couldn't do incline, right? I could do floor press and barbell flat, but not for a lot of reps. I could just do heavy work. So then I was like, you know what? I need to take care of my shoulder more, right? I needed to be healthy. I can't just only be benching, right? Because there's still something that doesn't feel right. Because I think I hurt my shoulder, but I've healed it so where now I can do incline presses, dumbbell presses, all kinds of presses. Even flies don't even hurt my chest no more. So here's the two main tips. The first, using tempos, right? I was working out with my buddies. They used less weight than I did, and I was like, you know what? I can't use heavy weight because it hurts, and I can't just use lighter weights because I'm not getting a good workout in. So I was like, you know, let's try using lighter weights. I grabbed their weights, and all I would do is hit the same rep range, about 8 to 10, but I would just slow the tempo down ridiculously. 5 seconds, pause, 5 seconds up. I control the ascent and the descent, right? Really focusing on opening and then squeezing the muscles, getting the muscles to work in the way that I want them to work. That's going to be the most key thing. Getting the muscles to work the way you want them to work. The reason why I emphasize the tempo up and down is because I talked about this with my friend Eric the trainer. You're probably watching this video. Shout out to Eric. He's helped me with a lot of my body stuff. It works. It forces other muscles to work, right? Because when you're strong and you bang, bang, you're using the muscles that are already strong. The other way, you have to control and you have to feel everything, and you're making more muscles connect and contract so that way it protects the joint. Now, the second thing, which I think is very important, I was doing these like band things where I extend my hand out to try to activate the rear delt. But Eric looked at me one day, he said, you need to just open up that shoulder. It's all gunked up. It's all closed in. You need to open up the shoulder. I was like, wow, that's what I'm doing, isn't it? He's like, no, bring the shoulder blade back, tuck it in, rotate the arm out, right? Turn the elbow up. My shoulder's crunched in, so I gotta use my muscles to tell this sit out, bam, sit in its right spot, and then hold itself there. I have to tell my body to hold itself there. It's holding itself in a hurt position because it probably wants to protect itself. It needs to hold itself in a much better position. So I literally just changed the way I was doing it, right? I don't think face pulls are bad. I don't think band extensions are bad. But a lot of times we just do the movement. Literally, with the combination of the tempos in those 3 weeks and doing the band extensions before I worked out, I literally just do it before I work out. And if it ever felt gnarly, I would just do an extra set in between the workout. Tell me it didn't make the biggest difference. Focusing on getting that arm out, I literally think about bringing my shoulder down in, think about where the arm is sitting in the socket, turn it out, and then contract everything in there. Makes a big difference. I could bench better, I could get tighter, I can feel my right pec activate, which is sometimes it's really hard to do. And man, so those are the 2 tips. Tempos and have some thoughts behind the exercise that you're trying to do. You're trying to get your body to do what you want it to do, right? If your shoulder's gunked up and the pain's in the front and you feel like you need to open it up, you know your body. Do an exercise and do it in a fashion that makes it open up and stay in hold, so that way it can know that position. Make it, because your body wants to hold itself in a certain way. That's why you're in pain. So make your body hold itself in a different position. That's the hardest thing, making your body do something it doesn't naturally want to do, right? So I could give you an example with my knees if you guys want me to, because I've healed those too, not with my own help, but a lot of help from Eric the trainer. So these ideas aren't mine. I just am grateful enough to have experienced these. So hopefully that helps you out. If you happen to get hit by like a 200-pound guy trying to defend the try line and your shoulder's messed up but you're still trying to lift, this video is perfectly for you. Anyway, guys, hope that helps out. You can apply this to the shoulder. You can apply it to anything else. But, and this is the best way to say it, like the Hodge twins would say it, all it is just advice. Do whatever you want to do. All right, we out. I got to go to bed.